just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it works. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's now it occurred to me. Hell gon' burn like third degree. If you know your hurts to read, Jesus paid that purse for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Hey, me and my baby girl in one accord, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it works. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, 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 as in heaven on this.
Too many perks to being a child of God, I can't pop one. It's too many songs, not about the crown, I can't drop one. If God pull the trigger, something gon' happen, this ain't a pop gun. Gotta get the full picture when it come to life, I can't crop nothing. Okay, gotta pay my dues, I know he gon' reimburse me. I can't hide my love for God, Brody, you can search me. Horoscopes and dream catchers tell me, is it working? Some of y'all be too drunk off.
All right.
Don't be thirsty.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Let's get to it. W.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work.
All right. Welcome in. Let's get to it. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, who do we got here today? Who do we got? Z Gamer in the house. Let's go. YOLO Traders here. Who else we got? Only Bands in the building. Engineer 14 was popping. Louis G in the house. Mike go in the building. Mr. BTC is here. What up? How we feeling? Stewie B in the house. What up, Yogi? What up, Lee? What up, Rob Trades? Good morning, Yogi. Billy's lost in the house. Billy's about to get lost and go on a 2-month vacation, eh? Yeah. What up, Zyper? What's good? How we feeling, everyone? Welcome in. FNAM, how we doing, brother? Good to see y'all. Yanosh in the building. What up, Yanosh? What up, Bennett? What up, Jason C? Kelvin in the house. What up, Kelvin? What up, Bear Bella? How we doing? OGH in the house. What's good? Chris Stapps in the building. What's goody, guys? DJ Scratchers, I see ya. How's everyone doing? What up, Matt? Stevie Mac in the house. What up, 3 Ants? Vishal in the building. How y'all doing, man? How's everyone doing? We got news coming up here. We got some news coming out. We ain't got no worries. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good to go. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome in. It's another New York session, and we're going to get to it. Let's say a quick prayer of gratitude before we start, and then we will begin. Let's go ahead and do it. Well, Father in heaven, Lord, we thank you for this opportunity. God, I thank you for just revealing truth, Lord, to us. I thank you for exposing us to the truth, Lord. I thank you for strengthening our faith. I thank you for building our confidence, Lord, building our vision and strengthening our why, Lord, so we can go out and take this serious, Father. We thank you for every opportunity you provide for us. Let us not take it for granted, Lord. We thank you. We ask for your just presence to dwell among us here today. And I pray that you would bless these individuals here on the live stream. And we just thank you in advance. In Jesus' name, amen. Let's go ahead and do it. It's going to be a good day here. It is Wednesday. It is June 4th. So it's the 4th day of the lovely month of June here, and another day, another opportunity for us to be patient and disciplined and march to our own beat here, right? Our own beat has kept us profitable all year long, and we're going to continue march into that beat here today. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I know the news is coming out now. Possible 8:30 positions, if not 8:30, 9:15 here. So let's just talk about the 4th day of June here. We have what we got right in front of us, which is 8:15 red folder news. ADP coming in here. So we'll see how, let's refresh here and see what we got. So we got red numbers. Wow. Way lower, 37,000. They were forecasting 111. So big red numbers here on the dollar. We may see a push up on gold here now. So you got that news that just came out. You got more news coming in here at 8:30. Some red folder CAD news, and then some more red folder US dollar news coming here at 10 a.m. So we got PMI as well today. Crude oil inventories is coming in as well. So should be a very good day. Should be a very volatile day, and it should be the day that basically the month gets kicked off, right? This is where our volume and volatility is going to come in. Yesterday and Monday were just, kind of chopping around a little bit, and then now that we got some red folders pushing through, we should be good to have clear skies coming in here now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts here, and let's do a fresh top-down analysis. If you guys can like the stream here for me real quick and sub to the channel, and let's do this. Yesterday and Monday's live streams were absolutely incredible. If you missed them, a lot of gems, a lot of knowledge in there that I would highly recommend you go back and just check out. Yeah, just check it out. So let's do this. You guys ready for a breakdown? How's the music? Somebody in Zoom, give me a holler real quick. Let me know how the music is. Lower, good or no good? Talk to me. What's up, Aaron? It's good? Gucci? Good? Excuse me. What up, TK? All right, cool. Well, let's do it then. Let's get into it here. Let's talk about gold. This is the daily time frame here on gold, and it looks like we have, let's talk about yesterday's candle real quick, which is going to be this bearish candle that we got. So let's track back actually, before that. So you guys remember we had this closure here, right? So we had a strong bullish candle move up here. We were in this range, right? You guys remember how we had this range right here. You had resistance, you had support, and that was basically your daily range here, right? This little yellow box. And it looks like, in order to get to the next range, which we can call, let's say, the blue range, right, then we would have to break out, right? So in this situation, we did break out, right? That bullish candle closed strong in the blue range, but the next candle, right, pushed down. Why? I wonder why, right? Well, we had no top wick on that candle here. So what do we know about candles that close with no top wick? We understand that the next candle is most likely going to reject, right? Going to move down. There's no range for price to follow. So typically price will move up. It won't see any wick to fill, and then it will turn itself back around. Now, what it did was it turned back around, and more importantly, it closed back in the yellow range here. So now that we've officially closed back in the yellow range, it looks like we could say, hey, we have a bit of a fake out sitting right here. And if we have a fake out, right, and we're going back into the range, that means we should retest the bottom of the range, right, which is going to be down here. So I think if we re-break these lows, you get a chance to fill that wick plus retest the support, and that'll probably be the move on the daily, right? But we did get news come out. We did come out red here, so pretty interesting with these news, with the news coming out, which is not that good on the dollar, right? So we'll see if price wants to turn around here now and move up because of that, or what the case is. But all in all, I am bearish based off the daily, and let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hour and drop down here so we can see what the struggle is, man. So we are struggling, and we are struggling big time on the 4 hour chart. So crazy Asian session last night, right? We had like price bounce off this support. We looked at this Asian session last night. We were in the middle of that 4 hour candle, and that 4 hour candle last night had made a low, which was respecting the previous candle low, that small little 4 hour candle there. Let me just make this a little bit bigger for y'all, right? So that 4 hour candle right there, we broke the highs. We came up to probably right around here, and then all of a sudden we just drove right down, broke through the lows, smashed into that support level right there, and then just turned right back around, re-broke the highs, and closed all the way up here as a bullish candle. So wild 4-hour candle, the next one drove all the way down, next one back up, right? So we're struggling in this support level here at like 3370, 3371. So as you can see, we're beginning to reject out of here one more time. So let's go see what that looks like on the 1 hour, right? We're just chopping around a bit on the 4-hour here. 1 hour is trying to plant support now. So with that news, right, that we just received, we haven't really been able to get below these supports, right? So if we close and we have somewhat of an engulfing candle here where this candle is much bigger than the candle to the left of it, then there's a very high chance as this 30-minute candle closes here in about 8 minutes that you will see a bit of a move back up, right? So potentially we can take advantage of that move. We got to see how this current 30-minute candle is going to close, and if it I'm sorry, this is the 1 hour, but the 30 should look very similar. Yeah, so depending on how this 30-minute candle closes, we may be able to enter buys based off of the news, based off of the 4-hour rejecting support, and you know, price pushing back up here. So let's see how we do. You got a little bit of a consolidation here on the 15-minute time frame, and then we can go from there. So no wick here yet. I would like to see a lower wick or a closure on the 30-minute candle before taking any, you know, buy position. So we'll see what happens. Everything looks pretty good though to move up in terms of where we are on the chart and what we're seeing candlestick wise and news wise. So let's see if we can close above here, and then there may be some opportunities to go long here. Cool. So that's it. That's it pretty much. Simple day. Simple day. So that's gold. So let's wait 6 minutes on Goldie here. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ as well. Yeah, let's take a look at the NASDAQ here. So, all right, cool. So this is the daily time frame. So if we look at the daily time frame here on NQ, we notice that we were in a very similar situation as gold, right? You had a lot of range here on the daily. We closed above. We have that wick to fill, right? Candles pushed up. We didn't quite fill the wick yet, so we'll see where we want to go. If we look left too, there's a bit of a resistance level here that probably not many people are paying attention to, which is going to be sitting right there, right? And we barely got a closure above that. So let's see how we do on this wick fill. We may reject here and start to push down to give this daily candle a lower wick, right? It's got no lower wick currently. So let's go see what the 4-hour looks like. Yeah, 4-hour just ripping down here from that news. We broke the highs, coming back down. 1 hour shooting down here as well. So you got a lot of support sitting here. Lots of clean range on NQ, right? Lots of clean range to continue moving down. So 30-minute looks good. 15-minute got another little sneaky support sitting right there. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I wouldn't jump the guns too quickly on the sells here because we may just be coming down to make a lower wick on the daily to shoot back up and fill that wick. So I would wait for range 2 sells, most likely here on the 15 or 30-minute time frame. And other than that, you know, you might want to prepare to buy again, right? Because again, this move down may just be forming, so that daily candle can get a bit of a lower wick there. So yeah, range 2 sells on the 15 or from probably look best for me. And yeah, we'll probably revisit NQ around 9:15, 9:30, see where we're at. See what we're at. All right, what up, PM Magnifico? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? All right, so now we wait 4 minutes on the closure here, and then we'll go from there. 15-minute pack, 30-minute, you know, buy off support wouldn't be too bad here. We should be able to take clean sells below 2 on Goldie, breaking daily low. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The sells are going to be money below here. So we can stay bearish. I mean, we've been bearish all day. Right now we see that we're starting to make these like higher, you know, this market structure here, right? So can we make another higher low here and then see if we can, or a lower high I should say, right? And see if we can move down, right? That's really the bias. So I'd rather stick with that instead of taking buys here, but we'll see what happens. You know, with news coming out like that too, it could shift things, but If the 15 closes back below, that'll be pretty nice. And then if we can get, you know, new fresh closures below, then I think we can continue our, you know, move down there. So yeah, I think I might have to wait for range 2 set buys actually. Right, we're pretty bearish. I mean, again, I understand why we can move out of here, right? This support zone here, but for the most part, pretty bearish on the daily, pretty bearish on the 4 hour now with this candle coming down pretty hard. So yeah, might need to wait for range 2 buys here today. Yo, 1 month until the meetup. Literally 30 days till the elite dinner and 31 days to the meetup. Let's go. I'm ready. We're ready. All right, cool. Yeah, so this is all looking good. We'll see what we can get here, and go from there. Yeah, we didn't take anything in Asian last night. The price was just all over in Asian. We did take sells in London here somewhere. I think it was right here. So took these sells coming down in London on this candle, and that was money move. We waited for that move, and we're very, very patient with this. And look at that. Anyone who was in the London sesh, target tapped on the decimal there. On the decimal. Amazing move. Amazing. All right, well, we'll see what we're gonna do here. You know, we're working with a trickster here with Goldie right now, so we may just wait on the hour, you know, hour candle if we don't have any clear signs of confirmation here, and then look to trade around 9:15, 9:30. I'll be taking the one-on-one mentorship with you. Oh, nice. Elite stuff. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, it definitely will help. As long as you're a good student and you're coachable and you're willing to make changes, you will succeed. One more spot for the elite program. If I don't have it filled by Friday, I'll just stick with the crew that I got and then close it up till maybe like, I don't know, September or something. So yeah, this elite that we opened up recently is more so for the year. So it's a yearly coaching program. Plan to sell? Yeah, maybe if we get some closures. Yep. So basically I got sells below here and then buys above. Yeah, sells below, buys above. Let me dress it up, make it look good. I've had my eye on that wick fill since Asian, so that's probably what I'm looking to do here. So, oops, let me clone that real quick. Clone it. Let's get rid of this one. Alright, perfect. So yeah, we don't have any closures in our favor yet, but this is where we got price trapped now. So buys above 33.75, sells below 33.70. I think that's going to be perfect. So this will be a no trade range here for me. Not going to touch anything in this range. Nothing today. Anything outside of that range though to the top side looks pretty good to take trades in, and then anything to the downside here looking left looks money. So we got a lot of range today. It's just about whether or not we can get some direction outside of this consolidation, right? And then if we can, that's where we're going to step in and, you know, take our trades. Cool. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. Took the same trade in London. There you go. Let's get it. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Let's see. How often do elite positions open? They're so random at this point now. Usually every 2 to 3. It used to be every month, and now I probably would say every like 2 to 3 months. Probably open it up again in like September ish. No vacation. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. It's not vacation. Yeah, that's right. But you're moving. You're moving. Gathering fuel to continue up or down. Yep, that could be the case. Yeah, yeah. Drop some gems, Nick. Some gems. Put a little salt on it. Hold on, hold on. Let me grab my motivational speech. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. Here it is. Here it is. All right. Motivation for 6/4/2025. Okay. Good to see you as well, Segan Slays. Good to see you as well, bro. Yeah, so the only thing that really calls for us to move up here would be obviously the 4-hour in that support, and then the news, right? The news that came out. Other than that, daily still pointing down. 4-hour, was just down here. 30-minute, closing the range there. Decent closure, but not with a bearish bias like that. 15-minute consolidating. So, yeah, we'll wait on this 15 closure and see where it's at. Just need my old notepad. Hey, that was actually pretty fun yesterday going through the old notepad. I still got it here on the desk. So many good times, man. Good times. Good times. Exactly the same thing I'm waiting for. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, the 15 should point us. If the 30 wants to run, that's fine. Because, at this 30 closure, I'm still bearish. Right? That 4-hour still. When that 30 closed, that 4-hour was sitting down here, right? So still bearish at that closure. Yeah, the elite, yeah, it'll be for the whole year. Yep, for one full year. Yo, I have so many old notepads, especially remember the 10X one that we were talking about? Yeah, I've got a bunch of those. Bunch of them. Those were the ones that I used to use, and back then you could buy two. You could probably still buy two. You buy like a pack. So you buy a big pack. You guys obviously know about the black and white notebooks that Anna bought me that one Christmas. And then, I started getting some of the 10X ones too. But the 10X ones were really, really good. Yeah. Who do we got in the clubhouse here? Let's take a look. What's up, everybody? PM Magnifico in there, smiling and dialing. Kid smiling as always, ready to go. What up, Futures Lore? What's up, Patrick? Good to see you, man. Henry Trades in the house. J4 Trades. Who else? Andy, what's good, Andy? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Futures Trader. Hey, we got a new guy, Johnny Gems. Hey, what up, Johnny Gems? How you doing today? How are you? Big Dylan in the house. Let's go. Blessed and highly favored. Let's get it. What's up, Q? Good to see you, man. Getting the stepping. Very nice. Very nice. Johnny Gems, how are you, brother? Great London session tonight.
Yo, what's up, my brother?
How are you, John? Hey, how are you?
How are you? How you doing? W London session, bro. That was fun.
That was a good time.
That was a great time,
wait.
bro.
Gold made us wait.
That will go down the memory lane now. Big for the good memories.
Yes, sir. Let the good times roll.
Yes, sir. How you doing, bro? Good?
Fantastic, brother.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I figured that.
Just
Yeah.
amazing. I got an excess in the freezer, so I might have to go grab that in just a moment.
Flush it up,
It's getting slush.
Alright. What's good, chat? What up, everyone? Happy New York session. Another session. Be patient and disciplined to the plan. Let's go. Let's get it.
Which buys? Why didn't you take buys off support in London? Which ones?
No, he
Talk to
took
me.
sells off resistance.
Give me a price point or a time or something.
Oh. I think he's talking about the buys right after our move down.
Oh, after? Oh, we were already done. We already took sells at that point. Yeah.
We already secured the back.
Yeah, we took these sells right here. This sell. Let me show you. Yeah, this is it right here. So clean sells. We waited all session for this. All session, man. So we had a bearish bias, obviously, for obvious reasons. We were looking for potential sells here, right? Because see how that candle closed it out of top wick. But we did not jump the gun, right? We didn't impulsively enter. We wanted to wait for good confirmation. Price, it did end up breaking the lows there, but we didn't get in that trade. We wanted to wait for an actual bearish closure and not just take like the fade position in this case. So we wanted to see some sort of a closure back below this overall zone here, right? If not, then we were going to probably remain above and then bam, fill the rest of the range. So now that we came into that range, right, we filled the entire, let's call it the yellow range. Right now what you have up top here is you have a closure above and then a fake out, right? So once we've seen that fake out, we're looking to see if that candle can close back in the yellow range, which it did. And then this next candle gave us a little bit of a top wick. Sell stops are on the break of the low. And then see that low right there, how it has no bottom wick? That was our 1 hour candle. So that 1 hour candle had been moving up without that lower wick that whole entire time. And at that point, that was our target, right? So we had a daily bearish bias, 4 hour bearish bias, 1 hour coming back down to reject and make a low for that candle. And that's exactly what happened. So worked out to the T. Picture perfect.
What a beauty.
Picture perfect.
That's the trade you want to take every single time. Those are the trades you want to stick to, the ones that are convincing.
Yeah.
I was convinced to get it.
Yep. Little fake out back in.
Yep.
Simple stuff.
Nice. Really nice. Textbook.
Yeah.
Good. Bands turn it up.
I originally kept my stops too above the highs here, just to give this room if it wanted to come up and make a steeper wick. But I don't think we really seen much drawdown here, right? It kind of just entered us in, and maybe a little flip flop here there with drawdown, but other than that, went pretty much straight into profit.
It was one of those easy money plays, you know.
One of those layups.
I didn't see it.
Basically,
yeah, one of those layups.
Yeah. How many pips did we get? We closed it like right here full, about like 50, 55, something like that. Anyone else take that trade in London? Saw the same setup, hesitated a little bit. Yeah, it was there. It was at towards the tail end of London too, so it was yeah.
It was well worth the patience.
Yes, it was. Okay, give me 1 sec. Let me go grab that excess.
Yeah, what's good though, chat? How we feeling? How's everyone's day in the chat? YouTube, Clubhouse, how you guys doing today with your trading? Or should I say, how's the trading day been? Hopefully following the plan all around. You may be green, you may be red. Most importantly, you followed your plan. What's up, Just a Trader? What's up, bro? What's up, Miko? Fantastic, lovely. Yo, what's good, Green? Green Day, let's go, Z Gamer. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, Clubhouse. We all took those London trades. Most of us, at least. Yeah, great job. Yep, Q, yeah, it's like the practice trade in pre-NY, nice. Yeah, awesome. Everyone's doing good today. Let's get it.
Everyone doing good. I like to hear that. Trading's
Yeah.
pretty simple. You know, you don't win unless you follow a trading plan, right? So you follow a trading plan that is successful with good probability, good profitable system. You're gonna be profitable. If you just come here and take random trades and hope for the best and swing for the fences, you're most likely gonna get random results, and that'll often lead to you just blowing account after account after account. So I think someone asked me, there was a question, and I don't know, I probably can't find it, but they said, how did you develop the mindset to stop over trading and stop over risking? And I just told them I lost so much damn money over trading and over risking. Voila, what do you know? I just happen to sharpen up here and stop doing that stuff, right? So sometimes you just got to get hit so damn hard to know not to do that anymore. You know what I mean? So very, very rarely will you catch me doing any over trading or over risking these days, mainly because I've felt the wrath of it, right? Like I understand the results of that, and they're not the results that I'm personally looking for, right? So I'm looking for great results. That doesn't give me great results, right? So it's a pretty simple game, but sometimes my mentor used to say, Nick, it takes sometimes it takes 6 months to get through 6 inches of the brain, right? So till it finally clicks with you. He said some people take 6 years for information to get 6 inches through, right, between the ears. So sometimes that's just about taking enough hits to finally come into the realization that that just ain't gonna work, ain't gonna happen. Haven't seen it yet.
Back tweet.
Haven't seen it yet. John, have you seen
setups
anyone?
work.
Have you seen anyone come in here and say, "Hey, man, I'm extremely profitable. I'm pretty green every single day. I've got really good results, and I'm about to start to be patient and disciplined, and I'm gonna start sticking with the plan, and I'm gonna start." Do we hear that, or is it usually the opposite?
It's always the opposite.
Always the opposite, man.
Always, bro. Always.
Always, always. All right, let's see how we do here. Coming up, 8:45. The 1 hour close is bullish, then I'm game. Definitely game for the buys.
Right. That's what I was thinking of. Maybe waiting for a 30 closure, 1 hour closure. Yeah, we learn what setups. We know what setups work because we learned which setups don't work by losing on them over time, right? So, gotta fail before you can succeed.
Yeah. How can you have 3 green days if this is the 3rd day? Because I'm green today. Yeah.
I didn't even understand that.
Was that an onion play in London? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like a fake out / onion. Yep. Right here. So you kind of had a little fake out, but yeah, I marked it up as an onion. Yep. Boom, boom. Yeah, let me actually... Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 3 green days. How you doing? Technically, we could be 4 green days, right? If we traded on Sunday, but we didn't. That's true. When do you use the previous high as your entry versus the rebreak of the current? Good question. That's pretty much any time, let's say you're going to get a breakout here and the previous high is sitting right there and the current high is sitting like this, right? And price is starting to come up. Sometimes if the gap here is only a couple pips, I will use the previous candle high as my entry. Yeah, but if the previous candle high is more so like this, right, then I'll use the current candle. Damn, gold. Okay.
Hey, Goldie all
All right.
over today.
Goldie's been everywhere here today, up and down. This 4-hour time frame has been extremely confused here since the open of the daily.
That's what you're saying in pre and why. Like we have a 4-hour bullish, daily's bearish. Like we can kind of go either way. If you don't have the best read, it's better to just come back after news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why price is just moving up and down right now.
Up and down. Losses from not following your plan will humble you. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Because eventually you're going to be like, why am I taking these stupid trades? Like, and then, you know, anytime we lose with the playbook, it's often not that big of a deal, right? Because we're going to, you know, those are trades that we're going to get in. Those are trades that typically go in our favor. And, you know, therefore that was just probability. So any loss that I take, I don't really get too upset. You know, especially if it's lining up with the playbook, which 99% of the time it is.
Yeah, man. I bet if you look at some of us our losing streaks, right? Look at our losing streaks, and I bet most of the losses in our losing streaks are all your own human errors and not your your planned errors. You know, at least that's what it is for me as well, and I'm sure it is for y'all. Because most errors in trading are human errors, not even, you know, technical errors are part of your plan. So, and most traders are losing, right? So that means most traders are getting in their own way. So that's what I think too about that.
Kingston is back. Where's my parents out there? You know, when your kids are starting to be able to open the doors? That's where Kingman's at. So now he just walks in the office and just marches in here trying to work with us. All right, you want to say hi to everyone? Is that what it is? Go ahead. Hello. Hello.
Man, it's talking.
Just comes in every single session now. Now he knows how to open the door. He's tall enough, so he pops in and just hello. Right, Kingman? He's everywhere. This kid. He's everywhere. Gold gonna trap buyers? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I mean, with the news and the 4-hour being as support, you know, I can understand why price moving down here.
Yeah, future lore, honestly, the 15 to me looks a bit overextended, closing pretty far from the zone. And then, yeah, you really don't have that much of a lower wick either on the next candle.
Bro's got guts. Yeah, his hair. He's got the hair going, man. He's got the hair. Why was London bearish bias? Daily was bearish, 4 hours bearish, 1 hour had no bottom wick, so that's kind of like what we were looking to target. Who is it? Who's that? No keyboard, no keyboard.
You like sells off resistance?
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. As long as the 4 hour stays bearish here, doesn't break the highs, looks pretty good. The 1 hour, I'm not gonna, you know, the 30-minute, I'm not gonna go take buys now all the way up here. So it's either a little pullback and then more buys, or, you know, some sort of bearish confirmations here to move down.
I like that.
And I wouldn't have taken this right here because, I mean, look at the 4 hour candle. At that point, when that candle opened, look how bearish you were. So I don't really think that was a good idea, taking buys off of that 30-minute support there. All right, say bye, everyone. Say gotta go. Say hasta la vista. Hasta la vista. Say peace. Say peace.
Dude's too cute. Little G. Still got 1 hour for a 4-hour closure. Who's that, Lele? Now Lele's there. What's up, Lele? Don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, Goldie up, Goldie down. Need to wait for better structure here. Healthier confirmation. Yeah, good question, dude. The pre-NY breakout. Yeah, and I personally like them too, right? So we were talking about how, I wanted those sales as well with the closure below. Like I said, it was just data really that made me stay out of it. Just looking back at my breakouts, right? Haven't had the best success on the breakouts, necessarily the ones that close farther from the breakout zone. I've had great success with the ones that close close to the zone. And I just kind of measured how far we moved from the zone. It was about like 25, 30 pips. I was like, I'd rather wait for like a resistance and just let the breakout kind of go do its thing. Because again, the data shows me the best. I have the best, success with the onion play, the sell-off resistance, buy-off support. So I was already green for the day. Also, the 4 hours pretty bullish. So yeah, I was cool with letting those go and waiting for like a new, healthier like resistance, to be formed. But I like those sells as well, right? It just kind of closed farther than I liked it to. So at that point, I'd rather have stayed out than get in.
Yeah, that's true.
And it had to do with just my data, really. That's it. I just wanted to listen to the data, and I'm still learning, still picking these names out and stuff. But yeah, that's what I was going with. Good question though, Isam.
Do we need to make 3K on top one's 50K? I think so. Yeah, right. 3K for 50.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then you pass. So once you pass, now you no longer in the evaluation stage.
Yeah. The profit target is basically the same as the passing target on your elite challenge, right? You need to make 3K on your elite challenge to get funded. You need to make 3K on your instant sim funded account to take a payout.
Yeah. I've got an instant sim like running right now. I think I'll keep using this account too because I didn't really know the rules to the instant sim, but when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking, well, you know what? You can get an evaluation. Yeah, you can, take a couple days or maybe even a couple weeks, and it's not that big of a deal to pass, right? And then you have to pay an activation fee. So all in all, you're in at X amount of dollars and X amount of time. So for like an extra couple bucks, you can just go straight to sim, right? So it makes sense. The consistency rule is 20 and not 25%, but it's fine because you basically just get put into the driver's seat to start making money, right? And if you can trade well, then you can secure payouts and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm going to try it out for, a week or two and give you guys my feedback on how I like it. See if we can string a payout with this account, and then I'll give you more feedback on it. But yeah, time is very important, and if you're willing to invest a little bit of, and by the way, like we were talking about this in London too, like even if you failed one evaluation or two evaluations and then got there, you're going to pay just as much as you would with the straight to sim. You know what I mean? So it's just there's pros and cons to it. If you'd rather get straight into the driver's seat and, make your trades count towards a payout right away, then the straight to sim is fire. It's a couple bucks more, but it gets you right in the driver's seat. And then obviously I love the evaluations as well. You know what I mean? I'm old school like that. I like going through a little challenge and, getting funded or whatever, but I would say if you're a very experienced trader and you do well already, then straight to sim is probably for you. If you're not not as experienced, maybe you don't have the most consistent results, then definitely I'd go with the evaluation.
Facts, bro. Straight to sim accounts be reminding me of like the old forex prop firms, like you just pay a one-time fee and you take the challenge accounts, but this time it's nice to take the one-time fee and you're straight into the live account.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of those accounts. Yeah. Yeah, and you definitely are going to be paying less too, especially if you blow maybe a couple challenges as well. If you can't, if it takes you like 1 or 2, 3 tries to pass the challenge, it'll actually end up being cheaper to just get the straight to sim account.
But then make sure you don't fail that.
Exactly. And that's what Nick said. You got to have maturity in it.
Yeah.
Got to make sure you're trading good.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think once you get 3 payouts with top 1, you can go to live account as well. Yeah, my buddy just popped off on a live account with them. The extra couple bucks is like 100. Come on, Crazy B, you a big baller. 100? That's light for you. Guys, make it so that $100 is so light. Just, you know, put it together, man. You know, use your resources, and you don't want to walk around thinking $100 is a lot of money, you know? Crazy B, you big balling though, man. You big balling. Something light. Something light for Crazy B. I'm already green. What up, Solomon? How you feeling, bro? Strong name right there. Strong name. Yeah, I'm green here on the day as well. I'm not going red today. I'm committed. I'm committed. This shall be a green day. Definitely not giving up 600. Yo, good morning, Jerson. No trades yet. Just the one in London. That's the only one we took. What's the catch on these accounts? There's a lot of catches. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, that's like the prop firm is going to make it challenging for the trader to pass, right? So the prop firms are trying to make it challenging. The traders have to figure out a way to beat the challenge. I mean, that's what I love about it. It's this cat and mouse game. Like we have to strategize to beat them. I like that. You know, a lot of people make excuses and they go, oh, well, they're against us. I'm like, nah, there's some people pulling profits. Like there's a way to beat the system, right? So that's where we come in, you know, and we try and teach you guys how to come in here and get profitable and stay profitable and milk the payouts and do exactly what we're doing. All it takes is following edge every single day, right? Day in and day out, no deviation whatsoever, and you can, you know, run these prop firms up. All right, so we got this 30 closure. As you know, I'm not going to take that 30 right there. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm still, in a way, our daily candle's still bearish, right? We haven't really broke the lows yet. If we are going to make a move here today, it's probably going to be a big move in New York session. So the 4-hour candle has an hour left on it. The 1-hour candle's open. We're sitting right at resistance here. So I think what would be cool is if we can pop up, retest that high, come back down, close like that, and that'll also give us a bearish 4-hour closure right at that point. And then now that the 4-hour candle, or I should say that the 1-hour candle looks like that, now we also have a bearish 4-hour candle, and then now we can get bearish again, right, pretty confidently to take this move down. Very similar to the trade we took in London session today. Do I recommend Top Step over Top One? Nah, it is a personal preference. You know what I mean? Whichever one you like better. They both have their own little set of rules. So whichever one it is that you like better, I'd go with that one. You know, Top Step doesn't, or Top Step has a consistency on the eval, but not on the XFA, which that's going to change pretty soon. Top Step takes like 5 to 7 days to get paid. Top One takes 1 day to get paid. So that's the main thing I like about that. Top one you can have now, not yet, but this week we should be good. We're gonna have 5. You have access to 5 accounts, so now they're on the same level with Top Step when it comes to that. Yeah, just read through the rules, see which one you like better. We're also pretty decent friends with the owners of Top One Trader or Top One Funded, so that also helps out a lot. Anytime anyone gets into a little bit of, like a predicament, right? We could always reach out to Clay and them guys. So we got access to them, and they're, in my opinion, just as good as Top Step now. And they're still in their first couple months with the future stuff, right? So you're gonna see them tweak their rules a little bit, I'm sure, just to make sure they're running a sustainable business too, right? Like, you as a prop firm owner, it's very hard because you need to make the business money, right? But at the same time, you need to pay traders, because every single payout is a walking, talking, advertising billboard, right? Hey, I got to pay out with Top One. People go buy Top One. Hey, I got to pay out here. So it's that fine line that, the owners of these prop firms are trying to walk, where they're like, paying traders out and giving traders that opportunity, but at the same time not, burning their ship into the ground, right? Or burning their business to the ground. So that's why they make rules, and they're going to make it so that it's a little bit tougher for traders, right? But again, as a trader, it's your job to strategize around that and find a way to win. How come I don't use Apex? I don't know. I've just never used them ever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. No like reason. I think maybe one of the reasons why I haven't used them is just because they use like TradeOV or TradingView, and I've just been pretty satisfied with Top Step and now Top One with Project X. I really like trading on Project X, so I like the platform. Yeah, I know. I don't really need 20 accounts. I don't feel like I need 20 accounts, But yeah, they do let you stack accounts, bro. I mean, you make it $1,000, right, a day on 20 accounts. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got a big payout coming. But yeah, I don't know. I think I just never really bought an account, so just kind of stayed by Top Step and Top One. Homesick for the week. Keep up the good work. Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the stream. Been here for like a month. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully the streams are helping you out. Clubby, how we feeling? Just took a payout with Top Step. Very nice. Yeah, I think we've all kind of milked Top Step, and now we're all kind of milking Top One. We've done numbers with Top One, I'll tell you that. I don't know what we've done with Top Step because I don't have any access to that. But Clay told me like that we did like $100,000. By the way, they did 100K in payouts yesterday alone. So that's pretty awesome. But we did like $100,000 in payouts last month with the TTE code. Crazy, right? Johnny Gems. Hold on, my bad, bro. One sec. All right, you should be good. My bad.
No worries.
Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to all of you guys who have pulled out. I mean, I've only taken $6,000 of that $100,000. You know what I mean? So that the rest of that was all you guys. So congratulations, on all these payouts that are being taken. Some are little 3K. I shouldn't even say little, right? Some are 3K, some are 5K. We have payouts upward towards like 25,000 per trader. So yeah, one I think it was Pedro. Pedro made like 25,000 in the month of May. So we had a lot of traders crack over 10K, 15K, 5K, all that. Yeah.
Savages.
Project X is the best. I agree. I do like Project X.
Yo, facts, man. It has been fun training on Project X this year. Can't lie.
Light 10K, light 10K. Yeah, we are doing some damage. We are doing some damage. What up, Dean? How are you, brother? Cheddar time, baby. Did 13K last month. Beautiful, bro. Beautiful. Biggest
Nice
month
job,
yet.
Dean.
Amazing, bro. Congratulations.
Congrats, bro.
Do you stream
Nice. We'll do
on
that,
YouTube during London? No, we just stream in the clubhouse for London and Asian and all that. What up, Sean? Big Norbin in the house. What up, Norbin?
Good, boys.
Yes, it's going down, Paul. It's going down. So we are going to try to set up a bit of a podcast where we're going to interview clubhouse members who have been hitting these big payouts. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm slacking,
Facts,
but I want to finish my room upstairs so we can get that going.
Yeah, we'll give Clubhouse members some time to cook it up somewhere as well.
Yeah, I'm just letting y'all cook, just giving you some time to cook.
You're already cooking, but we're cooking more.
Leave some money for us, Pedro. Yeah, facts. Do I remember? I don't remember that. I don't remember the mods attacking you. Damn. Lucas, you good? Let him go. For trying to show you the TradingView settings. I think I remember like messing around with TradingView settings, but yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember that. Selective memory. No, I'm just kidding. If there's a 30-minute celery, do you take buys off the previous 30-minute high, or is there trades where you use the 15-minute? If it's a 30-minute celery, then I'll use the 30-minute highs, yeah. Yeah, so ideal, the best celery plays look something like this. So bullish ones look like this, where you have, let's say there's a zone right here. So as long as you get a breakout with that candle closure, ideally a nice steep wick on top of that bullish candle will work, and then like a smaller wick here, and then the next candle. So this would be your entry right here. So regardless of whether or not that's the 15-minute or the 30-minute time frame, once this next candle breaks that high there, that's your entry. Once it breaks this high, that's your break-even point, and then that thing should run. And then in a bearish situation, it's going to look something like that, where you got your closure, steep wick on this candle if possible, and then the bullish closure, below the range like this. And then again, your entry at that point is going to be sitting right here on the break of that low. Break of that low, next candle is your entry, and then yeah. Let's go, Lucas. You could do it, bro. You really can, man. You can really do it. We still have 6 months of the whole year left. Like, just imagine everything we've already been through. We have that whole amount of time coming up now. So a lot of people ditch their goals. Like, how many of you guys actually stuck to like your New Year resolutions? Anyone actually? I know that only 2% will stick to it. So I'm not expecting a lot of people to say, yeah, me, I'm still doing it. But, there's probably a few, but a lot of people quit along the way and they just throw the year away. You know what I mean? Like if there's 12 months in the year, right? 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blah, 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 right? They're like gone right here. And like they didn't even make it to month 1, right? It's like week 3 and they're just done. So I treat every single day like it's Monday and every single month like it's January. Right? Because I'm ready. I want to stick with my goals and make sure I'm moving along according to the plan. About the trade you took in London, how do you identify the sell? Because price already broke above the 15-minute. Yep, was waiting for. Yeah, we just kept our bearish bias there last night, or during London last night. So we wanted sells, right? We wanted sells from here. So we were looking at this level right here for a potential fake out. So we wanted to see maybe we can get a bearish closure or something like that right here. But the candle never closed bearish, and we never closed below that range there. So we moved up, but this 1 hour candle here never moved up, like never gave a lower wick. See that candle right there, how there's no lower wick in there? So this 1 hour candle just moved up aggressively, and that shouldn't happen, right? That's not clean price action. So what happened was, once we got into this overall, once we start moving up, right, now you want to pay attention. You want to say, okay, well, where's the next range? Right here. Okay, well, we hit that range, we closed below. So where's the next range? So now this candle closes above, but we don't take those buys, right? Because now we're way too high up. We are still technically bearish, and we don't take that buy, right? Because we now want to see, hey, will we fake out here, right, and close back below the range? And that's exactly what we did. So we did something even better too, which was come all the way up here and tap into that zone, right? Then we get the rejection. So basically, we're still sticking to our bearish bias. We're not getting bullish. We're too overextended. We let price move up. We're not trying to call the top, right? A lot of traders got stopped out here, I'm sure, trying to call the top here for price to continue down. So we waited, very simply for our confirmations. This candle right here confirmed that we had a actual resistance and a rejection. It also confirmed that we were closing back below this overall range to the left-hand side, and that was all we needed. Right, we were targeting that 1 hour low there, and potentially see that 1 hour candle. Right, it moved up like this without a lower wick on it. So the idea was, can the 1 hour candle now drive back down and flip bearish to make the 1 hour wick? And it certainly did. So that was the plan. Yeah.
When you're trading the playbook setups, the importance of the confirmation candle is so important, right? Like, not executing on that first bearish candle that was doji, but waiting for a healthier confirmation. It's so important when you're trading the playbook that you wait for those healthy confirmation candles. Yeah,
look, we could have entered right here, right? We could have easily got, like, what time was this too? This was 2:45. Shout out to Magnus. Hold on, let me go make some eggs. We didn't make eggs at 2:45 last night, but we could have taken that impulse sell, right? And we would have paid the price for it. So we were thinking about it, but we came to the conclusion, to our senses, that it's best that we wait for the London Open, that we don't take the sell without the bearish closure, because we can continue moving up, and that's exactly what we did. So we stayed out of a losing trade there, avoided an unnecessary loss, and just waited for that next opportunity. So the next opportunity came after this rejection, after that bearish closure. We got ourselves a nice top wick on this new candle. Entry was on the break of the low, and this thing just drove. It was a quick trade.
Yep.
Quick trade.
Everything made perfect candlesticks, the better you're going to trade the playbook setups.
True. So now we wait for the same thing. All right, now we wait for something very similar to this. It's 9:15 here, so we're gonna have a lot of volume coming in. So if this 30-minute candle, right, in 14 minutes can close bearish like this 15-minute candle closed right here in London session, then we'll have a good idea, or a good opportunity to potentially take that same trade from almost that same area, where we wait for a top wick here, and then as we break the lows, we can enter in here and then see if we can get the drive back down. So that's pretty much the plan here.
Beautiful.
4 hours still bear. Yep, daily still bear, so that would make sense. 1 hour, struggling here at that resistance. And if the 30 closes bearish with 930 NYSE coming in, then you're most likely to see a push.
Setting up perfectly for 930. Yo, thank you, Miko. Appreciate that, brother.
I remember the statement in the video you posted this morning. Which one, brother? Which one? Which one was that? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Trading is no different than anything in life. You know, people will start to get this good old game plan for working out. They'll buy their little treadmill, you know, and they'll go, you know, buy all the sneakers and all the workout gear and material, and then they never work out. You know, they never actually, they do a whole bunch of yapping, but not a whole bunch of working, you know. So it's the same thing in trading. And by the way, this is a mindset. This has nothing to do with trading, fitness, working out, eating clean. It has to do with mentality, right? When the mentality's off, you're going to lack in those areas. When the mentality's on, you're going to thrive in those areas. And that's why while we're waiting for candles and while we're waiting for our setups every day on this live stream, we talk to you guys about personal growth and development, mentality, mindset, right? How to get on top of your ish, right? In all aspects of life. So that way, when you get time to come to the desk, you sit down as a professional and not a gambler trying to just pull money out of the market today, right? But actually come here to do a job, right? This is work. This is business for me and Johnny Gems and a bunch of other people here. This isn't, you know, let's mess around and just, you know, have a good time. Like, we do that, but this is work, man. This is what we do. And we, you know, this is how we make money, right? So we want to make sure we're calculated and being professionals at the desk and leading by example, you know, so, because that's the only way it really works.
Yeah, man. Facts, bro.
Hey, yo. My hair? I had to throw a hat on today. Oh, I treat every day like Monday, every month like it's, yeah, facts.
Lovely. Yeah. Beautiful.
I know you said 1 to 2 trades a day, which I have been following. Awesome. But if I miss my entry by 3 pips, which would have been my second trade, would you call it there? Maybe, because now you might want to chase, right? So now you might want to chase. So I mean, unless you're willing to sit back, not take a trade for the rest of the day, unless the next A+ setup shows up, then I would stay out. Because sometimes that happens. You miss the trade by 3 pips, you're a little late to the party, and then you go do something that you maybe shouldn't be doing, right? Just to try and participate in a trade. So, yeah. The solution to all your problems is just wait for good trades, you know, wait for good setups. Don't take anything just to take it. You know, some of you guys just took a buy for the hell of it today, right? Like, I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to just take a buy for the hell of it, or, you know, take a trade just because, you know, I feel like it. Like, the playbook's got to be there in order to make money. Take on the 15. This one here, I don't like the closure. I don't really like the closure. So you see how the lower wick was much shorter, and this one it's much longer. If that's the case, I'd rather just sit tight and wait on the 30 there, because that 15 kind of closed more so like doji, and I know for a fact that there's more volume coming in 9 minutes. A lot of volume coming in 9 minutes. There's no consistency without discipline. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, just look at the doji candle on the 15-minute currently versus the trade we took in London and that resistance, and just notice the difference between the candles, how that one's more strong, how one's more stronger than the other.
Yeah. $30 closures look pretty clean. Always come back stronger and wiser after tribulations. That's true. That's what they're here for. Am I still adding more stuff to the course? 100%. Yeah, that course will continue now to just get updated and updated. Yep. So I'll probably throw, like, as I see more stuff coming in that we need to talk about, I'll throw, like, 5, 6, 7 videos in there at a time.
I already have a good new thing, a good idea to add it to the course. We'll talk about it later, Nick.
All right, cool. Let's do it. What time do we usually start trading Asian? 8 p.m., like 7:45 p.m. Eastern. So like 7:45 p.m., 7:45 p.m. till about 10 p.m. That's Asian. That's Asian. London is 1:30 a.m. to about 4 a.m. All Eastern, EST. And then pre-New York is 5:45-ish, right? Ish, like 5:45 to like 7:15, 7:30.
Yep.
Let's just say like 7:30. And then New York session is from 8 a.m., which you are here now, to about like 11. So these are all the times that I trade. This is all the times that we trade in the clubhouse, and that's when these are our session times here. All right, here we go. Volume kicking in. Let's do it.
Wait, Gold. Let's wait for 9:30 though.
Let's do it. We got 7 minutes. 7 minutes for 9:30 here. Let's have a look and see what we're looking at here. So again, still pretty bearish on the 4 hour until we actually start breaking those highs or whatnot. The 1 hour is now, really struggling in this zone right here. So we got a bit of a struggle happening from here to here, which is understandable, right? There's an obvious resistance sitting right there. So we are beginning to reject that. So the idea is, can we see the 1 hour candle come down now, right? So that's kind of like what we're anticipating. I think if we get a 30-minute bearish closure, that's going to set us up for that 1 hour to move down. Also that this next 30 minute to retest 33.69 here. And then that'll basically be our move. Yeah, it's about a 100 pip move to the downside. 15 starting to look good too. Got a nice little rejection, starting to move bearish on the next one here. So yeah, 30 closures look amazing.
They do.
How could I avoid breakout that turns fake out? Don't trade a breakout against the 4 hour time frame. So meaning if the 4 hour candle's bearish, right, which it was, by the way, a little while ago, don't take the buy here, right? Don't take, if you're ranging, right, and you got the 4 hour that's bearish, when you get closures above here, don't take that buy, because most likely that wick up is just going to be this next 4 hour candle making a top wick to rip down, right? So don't take breakouts in the opposite direction of the 4 hour chart, because most times what's going to happen is you're going to suffer a fake out here, right? You're going to go a couple pips in profit and then price going to rip down. So if your 4 hours bearish, when you see this closure here, just now wait for the next candle to potentially fake out. And then if this range right here is big enough, then you can start shorting the market right there, right, from that fake out. Wait for your little top wick and then downtown you go. So that's probably the best way to avoid fake outs. And even then, you're still going to get hit with some fake outs here and there. Like I still get faked out. Like you're never going to be able to avoid every single quote unquote fake out.
You could see some fake outs too on some overextended breakouts. I've seen some fake outs taking an overextended entry as well.
True.
So you could see it there too.
I think that right there is not even a fake out. It's more so like if the candle's overextended, right? Then it's not even a fake out. It's just a simple price got to come do a little retest, right? So you'll get like a break of the highs there, and then, oh my God, that's ugly candle, right? And then you'll get the move down. And then eventually, if we stay above that zone where you're trying to retest, then the buys tend to work out. So sometimes when these overextended buy positions show up, you don't see us take the buy on this candle here, because at that point, we'd rather wait for a brand new support and then take the buy off of that candle, right? So the only thing is that requires more time, right? More patience. And we know that that's the one thing traders lack is patience. So they don't want to wait for 1, 2, 3, that if that's 15 minutes, that's 45 minutes that most traders are not willing to sit tight for. If these are 30-minute candles, that's an hour and a half that most traders just aren't willing to sit for, right? So that's why, most traders lose.
Yep. You're going to be better off with more patience and less trading than more trading and less patience.
How many pips do I consider overextended? It's like it is and it isn't about the pips, right? So like right here, I'm more so looking like where's the nearest support level, and it's right there. So I don't want to take a buy up here if the nearest support is down here. If anything, I want a new support to form, right? And then take my buy off of that support, because we know that the most of the volume is going to pop off supports or pop off resistances, right? So I want to make sure I'm not taking something that's too far away. Like I wouldn't want to take a buy when this candle closes here, right? For a buy right there, it just wouldn't make sense. So I more so look how far are we from any sort of support resistance, and then that's how I make my decision. All right, Goldie, stay put here. 2 minutes. When do we sleep? I don't know, but we do. Maybe we sleep, maybe we don't. I don't even know. I might be sleeping right now. This may all be a dream. Who knows?
For real though. I actually just took a nap like right before I hopped on here.
Yeah. Yeah, this might be the dream. I don't even know. I might still be sleeping right now. Who knows?
Only cat naps, facts, energy. When you're on this like entrepreneur grind, you know what I'm saying? Like it's cat naps only for us.
Sometimes you have a dream so strong, a vision so strong, it actually won't let you sleep.
Literally. And you're just like, you don't even care about sleep. You're just like, I'm trying to grind and make some progress here.
Yeah. We talk about sleep. It was all a dream. Yeah, cat naps, basically. Intermittent sleep, my G. Facts.
I guess you can call me a cat.
Cat man.
Catman.
All right.
Catman
so
and Batman.
Let's see if we can do this here. What are the stops looking like? 76 pip stop. So ideally, if we can get the next candle to wick up and leave a top wick for us, we can use that top wick as our stop loss. Okay, 15 seconds here. Might have to use this previous low as the entry, so we'll see. Here comes our closure.
On the back.
Yeah, so I'll probably use current candle entries. I'm sorry, previous candle entries with current candle stops here. So we got 930, we got a lot of volume. We really shouldn't break the lows and then go up here. So we already kind of broke the highs, grabbed a little liquidity. Now if this candle can make a top wick here, break those lows, we should drive down here. What sleep? Yeah, true.
Kind of pulled back there the last couple of seconds, a little bit.
They sleep when they feel tired, kinda. 15-minute inverted celery, kinda, yeah. Something like that. Yeah, I think as long as we break the lows here, we should be good. If we can come up and make a steeper top wick, then I might be interested on the current candle low as an entry, but we would have to come up a little bit more to make that top wick, so that way we can use that as the stop loss. Usually go to sleep after watching the live. Yeah, you know, like sometimes I'll hang out with my wife and stuff after Asian and not get to sleep for like another hour or two, but it's all worth it.
Sacrifice.
For me, it's not even sacrifice. It's living the dream. I don't have anybody telling me what to do, when to do it, where to do it, how to do it, nothing. So I just do what I want, you know, but I understand I'm the owner, right? I have to be responsible as the owner of my life to make sure I'm being, you know, productive as well. So some people can handle that. Some people can't, you know, some people they just get too sidetracked and lazy and whatnot. Me, I just, this is just what I do. It's what we do. It's who we are at this point.
We become those people.
Same trade as Wix? What the heck? I've seen that in the chat every single day. That's hilarious.
Nah, bro. I think it's pretty obvious. I mean,
it's easy work. Yeah, follow order. Yeah, it's pretty simple. All right, can we get a push down here on the break of the lows? We will see, ladies and gents. We got volume here, so we got 27 minutes left of some high volume, and we'll see if we can get this candle to drive for us. Louis Vuitton, I'm in my bag. All right, go time. So yeah, let's see what happens here. We just broke the lows on the previous candle. 4 hours still bearish, daily bearish, looking like it wants to flip. 1 hour candle rejected the highs, trying to come down here. 30-minute close bear. So yeah, we should get a bit of a move here. Let's see if we can come down into these supports. I'll probably look to take some partials right around this level here, and then yeah, see if we can secure some profits. What are we up here? We're up 600, so 650. So I can only make what on this account? I think 1,200. 12. So yeah. I think I can make 12, right? Yeah, I think so. Same strategies, yeah, very similar strategies and stuff. Yep, probably all price action stuff. Just passed my combine. W, Anthony, congratulations, bro. Congrats. Great job. Great work. Just needed $15. Oh, nice. There you go. I love those ones where you just need a couple bucks. Break even, I would consider break even. Yeah, pretty soon. I think if we get one more push coming down, I think break even looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll see. I got a full TP down here, partials somewhere around here. So limit buy, right? Yeah. Yeah, partials would be once I hit break even would be like right around where I hit partials. Took 20 pips. Nice job. Got another 2,500. Only needed 50 bucks. Hey, let's go.
W.
When you pass your challenge on top one, do you lose access to the account? Yeah, you do. That's the only thing I don't like is they wipe that account away so fast. So you got to really like collect your data as soon as possible if you pass or fail accounts. Otherwise, it's gone. I don't know why that is. I really wish they would allow you to keep it until you finish up and, do your thing when it comes to like buying your what's it called, your activation fee or whatever. Like, let us keep the account until the activation fee.
Facts, bro.
Closed at 20. Nice. Daily targets. Beautiful. Good job. Way to hit your goals here and call it. Not getting too greedy. W. All right, so we'll see if we can get partials here. One more push out of this, and we should get some partials. It is 9:30, so where is that push? Onion play on the 30-minute? Yeah. Yep. Correct. Correct. Close 20 pips. Nice, nice. You got to talk to him? Talk to who? Let's talk to him. Why is my chart so different? You might be using a different chart. Yeah, check what chart you're using. Are you using GC chart, MGC, XAU, USD? You know what? Check which one you're using. NQ buys. Oh, what happened with NQ here? It is 9:30, so we might be going crazy. Yeah. Yeah, NQ moving up. Gold trying to move down.
That's good.
Close full at 26. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I mean, we should be good to fill that whole range there. You know, this whole range right here. It's about 92 pip range. How come I took this? Because we're bearish on the daily, right? We're anticipating that this daily candle is going to get ready to flip now, right? Move down. We're still bearish on the 4 hour, right? Still kind of trying to make our way down here. The 1 hour candle has rejected this resistance here, and then the 30-minute candle closed bearish, right? So with all that kind of lining up, that's where, and it's 9:30, high volume, that's where we want to execute a trade here. So the idea is, could we fill the range, right? Could 9:30 push us through the range with the volume that's coming in, tap into support, and then whatever it wants to do from that point, you know, it's whatever, right? But I think we should be good to get that range filled. If not, at least come down into these levels here, which is like 33.72, to you know, tap back into those supports. We got to get some volume though. What time is it? 39. Okay, cool. So let's see. 9:45 could come in too and push us pretty heavy. Yeah. Yeah, our entry was a little late, break of the lows there, but I still think it was probably the most valid entry.
Yes, still looks great.
Yeah, either way, W trade, W idea, W trade,
right.
Playbook position, gotta execute.
Facts, bro.
Let's see what this is here. We were 11 pips, yeah, about 11 pips from a partial. XAU is actually bullish. Holy, close 20 pips. Nice. 9:30 doesn't seem to have as much volume anymore. Yeah, it does. Sometimes you gotta wait for like 9:45, but 9:30 is still a pretty big candle. You know, that 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. candle's typically a pretty big one. I didn't wait for S&P. What's S&P? For me, there was nothing else to wait for. You know, it's execution time for me. Red folder news. Yeah, red folder coming up. I think at 10 a.m., right?
Oh,
so
yeah,
we still got about 20 minutes for that.
PMI.
PMI, baby. Close with 15 pips. Nice. Some of you guys got 20, 15, break even. Cool. We're all managing this a little bit differently, which is good. You know, everyone's kind of being their own independent trader here, which is what I love to see. NQ, ES. Yeah, NQ looking like it's pushing bullish pretty heavy there. So, yeah, I would say so. Let's take a look at that again. NQ. Yeah. I think we have pretty clean range to the left for the most part. Once we get above there. Let me say that 4 hour again. Yeah, we should be good to move up there. Look at that wick. The good old 930, man, on what's it called? NQ is lovely. Just lovely. All right, gang, I'm gonna go break even right here and secure some profits right there once we get that one last push. Boom. So I am break even. I have secured partials, and we should make our way down. So partials were secured right here at about 30 pips, and then we'll see if we can get the rest of it to go.
W.
Good trade. Stops are at break even, and we'll see if we can go. Another one. Clubhouse coupons.
Yes.
Clubhouse coupons. Let's see if we can push. Let's see if we can push through this. The reason I went break even and close partials here is because if we look left, right, we run into a little bit of chop there. So that's the main reason for the partials. And yeah. Would have been awesome if we could have got the entry a little higher, but it is what it is here, right? It's the best entry we got in terms of logic for that move there, and that's the one we took. Boom. I'm fully out. Quick 20. Nice. Very good. I love how calm you are. Yeah, you got to be calm, man. You got to be cool, composed. I got 2 accounts quick. Yeah, I know how it could be. News incoming in 1 minute, right? Is it 9:45 news or is it
10?
Oh yeah, 10 a.m. We got CAD news coming in. Little bit of this like PMI at 9:45, but the big folder drops at 10. Let's see what's the hold up here. All right, come on, we got to push through here. We got major area to break through on gold here. If we can do it, that'd be awesome. Go, Goldie, go. Go. Got break even, close partials aggressively due to a gambling loss earlier. Yeah, man, you see that? They always like come back to you too. So like you can't even like have the day that you want sometimes when you're battling back and stuff like that. So that's why it's just wise to take those, like I was saying earlier, you know, you're better off not taking any of those gambling decisions. You know, they hurt you much more than you realize it. How do we do, John? We partials, or are we holding? We break even? What are you up to?
Nah, break even.
Break even? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can push. Finally out. I'm locking out for the day. 2 green trades. Yeah, great job. Yeah, nice green trade in London, and a nice one here in New York.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I can make too much more here, though. Let me just do my calculations. I think it's off of 6K. Oh, no, 4,500, right? 4,500. Yeah, so... yeah, I can't even make too much money here. I made too much money today, according to the rules.
Maybe just secure it.
How can I join? Join. What are we joining? What are we joining? Can I join? My knees are weak and palms are sweaty. Just past 3 evals. Hey, nice job, bro. Nice job. Up 700 on the day after 2 trades. Almost entered again. The pullback. Greed creeping in. Should definitely close my charts. Yeah, lock out if you can and close them up, man.
Lock it out.
Guys, I don't know if I can make too much more money today according to the rule here. I think if my calculations serve me right, according to my calculations, then 20% of 4,500 is 900, eh? Correct, I think.
What was it? Forget.
I think, is it 9 grand? I think is it 4,500 though, Harish, or is it 9 grand? Is it off of? Is it off the 9K?
Oh, it's up. I thought it was off the
Oh, okay.
4,500.
Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome.
It's a drawdown, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's, I don't know.
All right, well then, let's add another entry. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll see if the runner wants to go here for us. So if it's 1,800, I can make about another 900 here. So. They are off based off total profit if you don't want to follow the rule, like, so then like you would just do it off the total profit. But if you want to just stay in suit with their rule and not have to do any sort of, you know, other stuff, you could break the rule. You just need more money to take a payout. All right, yeah, we're probably gonna melt here. Most likely gonna melt. If we start breaking these lows again, we should have a good runner here. Green, where we at, Green? Talk to me, Big G. Talk to me. Between London and New York, I'm up 3% on the day. Nice job, Lucas. Now I have to practice discipline muscle. Yeah, just look. You have this lockout. You know, you got this lockout button right here where if you just hit that and you lock out for the day, you won't even be able to make a mistake even if you tried.
Right.
Anybody not familiar with the lockout button? So if you struggle with some of these like urges or whatnot, you can come in here, you could lock out. Even if you don't want to lock out for the day, you could lock out for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. You can customize your lockout period. Yeah, so, you know, if you struggle with those urges, come up here, pick all day, lock yourself out, so that way you don't make any, you know, stupid decisions after I get off the stream here. Because I know some of y'all, man, after the stream ends, it's battle time. It's war time. You guys roll them sleeves up and you get the trading, man. You get the trading. I know, I've been there, trust me. Let's see. Struggle from success. Yeah, that's true. You know I'll be winning. I always use the feature. Yeah, that's smart. Smart. Especially if you kind of got those urges. You know what I mean?
Right.
I hit break even with this wick. Did you? No, you're good. Oh, you're good, but Jerson's not good.
Damn.
Hey, bro, it happens. I don't even know how my break even didn't get hit there. Just missed me. Look at that. Literally just missed it. Would you look at that? Wow.
Sheesh.
But it might come up and hit me now. Let me get a screenshot. Let me just mark this trade up. Look at this. Same exact trade from London Sesh.
Yeah. Maybe the confirmation candle was a bit different, but
A little bit
same
different.
idea.
Yep. Hey, yo, big prayers up for the Viking. Big Magnus was lifting heavy in the gym and felt some strong pain in his back. Went to the doctor, checking out some spinal cord stuff. So if you guys can, please keep the homie in your prayers. And let's pray for a very fast and speedy recovery for that man. Power of prayer, baby. The power of prayer. But he should be good, but he's gotta chill for a couple days. I told the big dog, man, you lifting too heavy, bro. You lifting too heavy. You're gonna come over here looking like Brock Lesnar. You're gonna scare everyone at the meetup. So we would appreciate if you guys, in your prayers, pray up for Magnus, just that he's good, but we want him to heal up quickly. So. Increase my font size. I could do that for you. Where is that again? Aw, man. All right, that's break even for me. That's okay. $1,000 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away, and we will take it. So great trade. I think we've seen
Good job.
about almost 40 pips on that. Almost 40.
Nice.
And now we wait for news. Boom, boom. How much USD did I risk? 99 bucks. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think it was like 1,000 something. It will take more than that to take him down. Yeah, facts. Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be good. Yeah, appreciate that. The Viking. Thanks for the first trade. I'm back up. All right, brother. Good job, Martin. W. 11 hundo. Beautiful. Yeah, stops were about like 50 pips. Yeah, around 50 to, in this case, we only got 40, right? But that was just a runner, right? So I only closed half. So my position was still open for this like 90 pip range here. But once I was risk free, played around, hit me at break even. Otherwise, the runner could do the rest of the job there. So that's one thing I like to do. I like to have a partial TP, like a TP1 on all my trades. So wherever that TP1 is, that's typically where I'm also going to go break even, because I don't like closing partials and then, and then all of a sudden like going back into drawdown and not, making any money on that trade, right? So if I'm going to close partials, I'm going to look left, and, in today's case, this was that partial TP area where we were able to, secured some profits there. So we secured it right where it stopped. So that was just a partial TP, and then the idea for the full trade was that at 9:30 we should be good to fill that range there, right, and kind of come down. And we probably still could, but we're running low on time here now.
Running low. 4-hour closure coming up too.
Bagged 500. Very nice. Awesome. All right, let's mark it up here. Let's mark it up. Journal this trade, gang. Don't let this one go. Make sure you guys are journaling all your trades.
All of them.
Keeping track of the data. Another onion.
Your data's going to give you feedback that nothing else can. You got to collect that data.
Little shorty on gold.
Your data is gonna make you profitable, believe it or not.
Onion, boom. Let's put the picture in. And that's it.
Energy, you're not trading power hour? You're not chilling for power hour? Damn.
Power hour.
Just kidding, just kidding.
All right, perfect. That's that one. Yeah, good day here. Yeah, 2 really good trades. Let me move this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm all journaled up. Onion, man. The onion continuing to get a good win rate here. Holy smokes. Yo, this onion has absolutely impressed me at another level here. So 2 very similar trades taken today, right? One was a gold, or actually both of them were shorts. One here in London, one in New York. Basically look exactly the same, right? If we look at them, this is that one. Sell off support, just a little bit of a different entry there. And then, you know, this guy right here, which was, oh, same trade. Hold on one sec. Yeah, this one right here. So basically same trades, you know, just a little bit different entries. One we had to enter on the break of the previous low. The other one we were able to enter on the previous low as well, but it was much better entry, right? So anytime you see like big rejections, tight lower wicks there, it's best to enter on those lower wicks. And in this case, yeah, we just entered on the low here because we didn't really have much of a top wick. So I didn't want to get like jammed up here where your entry sits here and then your stop is like right on it, right? So entry would have been here, stop would have been right here. Any little fluctuation could take us out. So that's why I wanted to enter here. That way, if we do fluctuate, we still got room in this trade. You figure, deal me? This month I will pass my challenge, get funded. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Drop a like if you took that trade, if you made some profits, if you learned something. How much do you actually scale out of TP? Just depends. You know, today I had 2 contracts in, so today I closed 1. Some days I have 5 contracts in, I'll close 3, you know, so it just depends what trade is in front of me and how much, how many contracts I put on it. Today with the entry being a little lower than I would have liked, you know, already being green, I just went a little smaller on my size. But if I was heavier, like let's say I did go 5 contracts, right here I would have probably closed 3 of them. So, all right, here comes the news, man. This should get very volatile. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so like Jaden, like John says, you know, trades do fluctuate. So someone said, hey, man, how do you stay so calm, right? We're up and down, we're moving around. It's just we know that the trades are going to fluctuate. We understand that. That's why we keep stop losses and understand, like, you know, where the structure is trying to get to. And yeah, you know, I think again, repetition and chart time like really does help, right, a lot with a lot of this stuff. So it's okay if you just haven't caught on yet. You just may need some more chart time. You know, chart time will build you up. How much am I up on?
Usually you can get antsy. You can get antsy when you're focusing on the P&L. You can get very emotional as well, like forgetting about the logic, right? Because when you're just thinking about emotions, you're not thinking about the logic. So when you're focused on the P&L, you tap into your emotions a lot because you're watching the P&L fluctuate. But when you really focus on the charts and the price action in front of you, you could stay true to your plan, you know, and your technical analysis. So, and again, that's where the logic's at too. So that will help you as well be able to manage your trades way better, you know, emotionally.
Yeah, so true, so true. Did you base the bearish session? Oh, bearish, yeah, on the second half of the 4 hour. So yeah, you know what I mean? So pretty much that 4-hour candle had never broke the highs. Therefore, there was no reason for us to ever once in the New York session to get bullish today. Right? So I personally don't agree. If you run the playbook the same playbook I run, I don't agree with the buys that anyone took on this candle here. Just doesn't make sense according to our playbook. You know, bias is bearish bias there. So that I don't agree with. I wouldn't have been in that regardless. But yeah, basically off of the daily, you're bearish. The 4-hour at the time was still bearish, right? Never broke the highs. And by the way, when that 30, again, we talked about this earlier, but when that 30-minute candle opened up, you are playing with fire, G, right? Like that 4-hour candle sitting right here. You know what I mean? So to get in those buys is very risky at that point, right? Your 4-hour candle looks like that, and you're going to take buys. You know, that's pretty risky there because we could either easily fluctuate and just continue ripping down, especially with the daily bias. So just to put that out there, that's extremely risky position. Definitely not a playbook idea in terms of direction or whatever. But we wanted to wait, for that sell. So once this candle comes up, we see that the 1-hour candle is struggling. Right here, we broke the highs. We couldn't push through. That gives us a lot of confirmation. And then the 30-minute close is, bearish. So we got to execute that trade at that point with a bearish daily, bearish 4-hour, 1-hour at resistance, breaking its own lows, 30-minute coming down, 15 closing already. So yeah, I think that lined up for a perfect sell position.
Yep.
Perfecto. How much do you know, or how do you know how much you'll need to pass your challenge account? When you buy the account, you should see all the parameters there, the targets, the drawdown, and all that. And then you just got to do the math.
Yeah, yes, sir, Jade. I think that's 100% where the problem is coming from. You looking at the P&L. So I think once you really start to focus on the charts and your trade, where the logic, right? The main thing, the important thing about focusing on the price action, the charts, is that's where all the logic's at. So when you're just focused on that, you're able to stay logical, right, and not get emotional. So I think if you try that out and implement, system and strategy, you're gonna have a lot more success.
Of course.
But test me on it,
Yeah, I used to stare at the P&L. I'm like, damn. So what I started doing was I started like putting. So this is when I use MT5 and then TradingView. So we would mark up charts on TradingView, but then enter on MT5. So I would always, like, if this was my MT5, I would slide it over on the other screen and not focus on the P&L at all, right? Just focus on the actual candles and the charts, and whatever the P&L was doing, it was doing.
Yep.
Yeah, you could also change your P&L, like when we're in a trade. I think you can switch it to like ticks. On this account, I'm up $1,700. Yeah. Yeah, 1,700. The more experience, data, and results you have in trading, the easier it becomes over time. If you don't have these yet, then it's time to start building them. Pretty much, I couldn't have said that any better. Like, you're in that. If you're not like if you don't have that yet, you're still in that apprentice mode. So you're still an apprentice. You're still learning the game, learning the skill set. So eventually you can get a high-paying job or run a business that skill set, has to do with. Only here is trading. So once you develop all that data and chart time and you learn the lessons and things like that, then trading really does get very easy. As you see, like, we don't do anything too hard here every day. Y'all been coming here for like a while now, and then you just see us do the same simplistic stuff every day. Like, it's really not that hard.
Right.
Just be very stoic. Everything is hard until it isn't. You determine the time on that by your commitment, your work ethic, your, passion. You determine how quick you go through that mid stage, right? So keep things in life very stoic, gang. Everything is hard before it becomes easy. Everything, not just trading. Later, Stewie B.
So facts, bro.
Another great sesh. I agree.
Peace, Stewie. Yeah, what do you think, Nick? We chilling or?
Yeah, I'll chill for a little longer. If you guys have questions, you guys want to go over some things, I'm down to hang out for a little bit.
Peace out, DJ Scratches. Peace, bro.
Last month, I think early in the month, I had my top step payout, which were 2 payouts for like, I think on that one was 2,600 each. So let's just call that $5,000 plus a top one, 5,800. So about 10,800 ish, something like that. 10,800, yeah, something like that. Hanging in the club. What up, TK? Hey, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, all right? One moment.
TK. What's up, TK? How do you trade all sessions and not get fatigue? Good question. Well, cat naps. Definitely cat naps. And yeah, just, looking at a trading session is just another session to be patient and disciplined to the plan and just look to execute 1 or 2 good high probability setups, Treating one session like another session, right? Treating Asian session like New York session. Just trying to be patient and disciplined to the plan. Yeah, facts, Lindsay. Focus on the process so it's repeatable. Yep. Yeah, put your P&L off the screen if you can. Facts. All right, George. Peace out, bro. Yeah, good session here. Great session here. Hey, Martin, let's go, man. Nice. Light little G stack, eh? Lovely. That's fire right there. Yeah, any of you guys trading NQ a little bit later today? Like power hour? Yeah, just a trader. Yeah, let's go, man. That'd be great. Yeah, pull up. We're in the clubhouse. We're trading every session. We're really trying to be great examples of professional trading, and just do the requirements of us. Do the requirements of a professional trader every single day, and most importantly, win all together as a community. Surrounding yourself with winners so you can become a winner as well. The onion gives me tears of joy, where the onion's the best play, I think, in our playbook with the best win rate. I really love the onion play. Yeah, reason behind the trade, bearish bias. Daily was bearish. We were waiting for a resistance to be formed. You didn't get the best confirmation candle, but it was 930, so there was high volume. So you got that resistance formed with a bearish bias, clean range to the downside. Probabilities are high. Price can move down versus up. That was the trade right there. Yeah, Ken, the onion's killing it. What time is power hour? Power hour is at 3 p.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's fire, Jaden.
We got some giveaways coming.
You start on YouTube, right? Start your learning on YouTube, and then once you like it or not, now you can come into the clubhouse. So the clubhouse, Nick, you want to explain what the clubhouse is?
No, not really.
Okay.
Nope. You have to come in to find out. You never know what happens behind the clubhouse curtains. You just never know.
You just gotta come in and see what's up.
We got some giveaways too, by the way, gang. Either tomorrow or Friday, we're gonna do the giveaways. Yeah. Good. All you gotta do is follow me on Instagram. Yeah, make sure you're following me on Instagram, and then be here for the live streams tomorrow or Friday, and we're gonna do some giveaways here. Yeah, it's my Instagram account for those that wanna enter in. We got about 6 or 7 50K futures evaluation accounts to give away one of these days, either Thursday or Friday. Um, 735 watching. Hey, if you guys can like the stream, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Give the stream a like, chat.
Can you show me real quick how to add images to TradeZella? Of course, brother. So basically what you're gonna do is let me go back to. So what I usually do is, let's just say we took a buy position, blah blah blah, bam, right, da da da, right. So this is our position. So once it's, if you can get the screenshot before and after, but what you do is you'll come up here to that little camera. So a little camera on the right hand side. Make sure you hit copy image. Once you copy that image, you go over to your trades, right? So let's say we're gonna mark up this trade now. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna obviously add the trade. And once it's added in, go to it, open it up, click on it, and then scroll down just a little bit here, and then that's gonna be the spot to add the picture. So then just right click, paste, and it'll be in there. Yep. And then if you have before and afters, that'll be great. That way when you're doing your trade reviews, you can you can go back and have those there. Let me add that one back. Whoops. All right, cool. Make sense? And then up here, you just pick your playbook. So say I have an onion in here. So right there, you just drop that down, and then all your plays from your playbook will show up right here. And then you just select which one you like. If you need to, add some notes right in here, and then you're good to go. Shout out to TradeZella. Yeah. So good stuff.
TradeZella.
Opening up June with a couple Winskis here. Couple Winskis. Performance has been well here. A lot of green, not a lot of red. That's what I like to see. But we've been trading. Look at all you see me trading all sessions here. London sesh, New York sesh, Asian session. There's some pre-New York in here too, right in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Love TradeZella, man. So most of my trades, I would say right around 10 minutes, right, to 38 minutes or whatever. I'd say anywhere from I say most of my trades are about 20 minutes long, if that. But yeah, so far so good here in June. June, according to our data, June's been our best month for the last 3 years straight. So we got to earn that this month, but it's something to look forward to. I got more likes than, I'm not too sure who that is, but he has 113K subs. Damn. All right, man. That's that authenticity, man. That's that genuine love right there. We do things a little different over here. Not that everyone else does their thing, great, but we do things a little different. We bring the heat a little bit different. We add a little bit of different flavor to the industry, so it's no surprise, right? No surprise. Do those futures accounts trade gold? Yes. I only trade gold and NQ. Later, Jaden. Have a great day. Good questions today, bro.
Peace, Jaden.
Gear up for tomorrow. Got to make my way to the clubhouse. You'll get there, brother. We'll be here winning and waiting for you.
Yes, we will.
We're ready when you are.
Yeah. I'm shutting my charts off here as well.
Yeah, we got some excitement in the clubhouse. Wokey running the numbers up here today. Little top step payout here, 1,500. Nice Sly, yo, this guy's Sly. How did I know it was him? That's funny, man. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. We got a lot of success going down here in the clubhouse. A lot of green. Yeah, even on the red days, not that bad. Right? After taking a 25K payout last month, you start the month with an L or two. It is what it is. You got to pay a little tax. You know what I mean? It's tax season.
Yep.
But all in all, payouts from Top Step, payouts from Top One. So a lot of payouts, which is what we like to see, because that's the real proof in the pudding, right? It's one thing to take good trades, another thing to, you know, see traders stacking payouts, making money, bringing that money home and doing their thing. You know, that's why we show up every day, is, you know, not so you can just take winning demo trades, but you can actually, you know, withdraw the money and, you know, walk away with a bag here. So yeah, this is amazing right here, by the way. 25,000, right? This was he said this was unthinkable 6 months ago before joining the clubhouse. I don't think yeah, it's crazy, bro. Yeah, a lot can change when you lock in, you know, when you find the right system and the right system that works best for you. Yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah, that's some fire right there.
2K payout, more Top Step payouts here, 3 payouts. All for about 1400, 1700, and 1200. So the clubhouse is really doing some damage, man. Big AA Ron with a 25 hundo. 3,000 for Carlito. Matthew getting funded. What we got here? Another payout. Yeah, look at this. Q running $3,000 days. Come on, Q. More payouts. More payouts. The clubhouse is eating, man. That's one thing for sure. Allison, pretty, I would say a newer member to the clubhouse, right, over the last month or two, but becoming, you know, just following along really well, understanding the system. Yeah, catching on quickly. Yeah, W. Allison. But yeah, all in all, man, we're just here. You know, we're here getting money, doing what we do, and we look forward to having you guys join us in the clubby.
Got it.
OGH, just impressive performance here. Yeah, look at these. Look at these performances. JDZ
making tons of progress.
Just crushing, man.
JDZ crushing it.
Everybody winning. Everyone winning or everyone learning. Just 2 days in the clubhouse. Wait till I get my lot size up. Hey. Oh, damn. Nice, bro. I love it. Love it. Bone Crusher. 3K payout. That's what I'm saying. Top one paid us like 100,000 last month. Wokey doing his thing. Yeah, it's so cool to see you guys really taking this thing and running with it. Sly. All right, Sly. Sly's just showing off now at this point, man.
Damn, Sly.
Where's Sly, man? He might not even be here. That dude's too rich now to be here at this time. Shoot a Bible verse of the day. Don't grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap the reward if you do not give up. What are you going to do with that?
Amen,
what are you going to do with it? Can Aaron show his Ferrari? Not yet, not yet. Apart from MT5, what else do you use? I use this Project X platform here. You could also use TradingView. I've used TradingView. You know, I think it's fine. Yep. Yeah, I like TradingView too. So I was using TradingView with my own capital. Still learning, but love it. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing a great job. Lock out, take a beer, say a prayer. See y'all tomorrow. All right, Cyper. W, brother. W day, man.
Love that. Peace, Cyper.
Just made my 3K on my combine. Next stop. Let's go. Let's go. W. Johnny Gems. Let's see. We got a compliment here. Johnny Gems, your patience and your pre-New York lessons helped me a lot. Not going crazy after my big drawdown. These are my first 3 funded accounts. I copy trade them based on the wrong contracts. Lost 15 hundo. Got on tilt. Wanted to make some money back. Yup. Yeah, it kind of starts like that. Now I'm slowly grinding back up again. 1 to 2 MGCs. Amazing. John, do you have any words for the man?
Yeah. Nah.
Take the lesson, man. Take the lesson and
take the lessons and allow that to make you better. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that all the losses are in trading are just lessons, right, to make you better. So yeah, just take it for what it is, man. And we keep making progress here. Keep pushing forward.
Practicing on trading Bitcoin. Oh, okay. Yeah, on a practice account. Yeah, man. Practice, baby, practice. Do you trade the New York PM session? Sometimes. Like right now, it's 10 o'clock in the 10:30 in the morning. So I personally like to, live life a little bit too. So usually I'm not at the desk during the afternoon. Usually I'm out and about and stuff. So if I am here, like shooting content or meeting with some like elite members or something, or doing something here at the desk, then I'll trade it. But I don't really have it in my routine or in my schedule like that. I'd love to take another trade, but the fear of losing the... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just stay green, man. Stay green. I mean, think about it. Who makes $1,000 in a day, right? At their computer. So, like, if you're up a G, I mean, you would be stupid, right, to give that away. So just hold it. Hold the green, brother.
It's like robbing a bank. You wouldn't go back to the bank if you already robbed it. Like, if the cops are there after you already left the scene with the bag, why would you go back to the bank when you already took the bag, So you should think of it like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Your next best opportunity to rob a bank again is going to be the next best bank, that you haven't robbed yet. So
the next best bank, baby.
Next best bank, we onto it. Yeah, don't rob a bank and go back to it. Rob the bank, secure the bag, and then you're on to the next best opportunity to rob the next bank.
If it looks stupid, and it walks stupid, and it talks stupid, it's probably stupid. No, I'm just kidding. You said stupid. Stupid is what stupid does.
Don't actually rob a bank, chat. No.
Hey, we're not here to tell you. We're not here to tell you what to do. So do whatever you like,
Yeah, that's what I meant. You do you, boo boo.
He said boo boo. Hey, this whole walk down memory lane yesterday was pretty awesome. Going back and looking at some of these quote of the days really gets you thinking. Really gets you thinking, man. How many guys took some of those quotes yesterday and kind of engraved them a little bit? YouTube about to get taken down. YouTube. Later, Vishal. See you later. Do the thing and you shall have the power. Do the thing and you shall have the power. All right, who's got any questions, anything you guys want some help with? I don't even care. Trading, life, spirituality, business, networking, marriage, entrepreneurship, online businesses. What do y'all want to talk about? Assets, liabilities, finances. What do we want to do? If we don't want to do anything, I will make my way up out of here. Not an issue. Morning. Would you please do analysis on gold? Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. So Goldie. So, okay, so let's go start at the daily here real quick. So we got gold, right? It's the daily candle's bearish. We did close below the range over here to the left. So we kind of anticipated that we could get a fake out here. Now, we've already gone through Asian. We've gone through London. We've gone through New York. We haven't really broke the lows, right? Especially the previous daily candle. So that's interesting. There's clearly a bit of a hold up going on, and it's happening right around like 33.59 ish, 33.60. So there's something going on there. So as of right now, technically the daily's bearish, but if we come over to the 4 hour, we're starting to see a bit of a different story. So the reason the last couple days have been a bit choppy is simply because of the 4 hour time frame, right? We're just literally consolidating here. So we have no true direction on the 4 hour at the moment. So that's why price is kind of confused a little bit. And if price is confused, then we're confused, right? So we don't want to jump into unfamiliar price action, which is exactly what we're seeing on the 4 hour chart right now. But 1 hour is moving up. You got resistance. It's a bit choppy. I would say the best buys today are going to probably be above these 4 hour highs here, which are sitting right there. So I think if you can get a closure above, you know, on the next 4 hour, which is not for quite a while, then maybe there'll be more moves going up around like 1-2 p.m. today. But other than that, I think gold's chalked here, man. Yeah, I'm not confident in the sells anymore because now we're just aggressively bullish, right? So I'm not that confident in the sells as much as I was when we were sitting, you know, in front of this red candle here, and not confident in the buys at all either. So I think you got to wait. You know, you got to wait for closures above. I'd probably wait to see if we can get in this range, but other than that, man, I don't know. Move seems to be done. Yeah, we may range a bit now.
Yeah, I'm done with gold.
He's done.
Maybe NQ power hour, but definitely done with gold till Asian.
Yeah. At what point could you open up an LLC? Really, any point. It's no rush if you're not making money yet, but you know, why not prepare, right? Why not get yourself prepared for a profitable business and go out and make that LLC today? Go out and make that LLC today, get a business credit card, start paying for your combine, start writing things off according to that business model, so that way you can take advantage of the tax system and whatnot. So I think, you know, now's a good time, right, to start an LLC. You don't necessarily need to, but it would be nice because a lot of you guys are buying challenges and stuff, and you know, you might just be using a debit card, right, where you're not going to get any credit, nothing for that. So, you know, start the LLC now, start buying your combines and your evaluation accounts and your activation fees and your laptops and anything that you need to run this business efficiently. If you do it under the LLC, you could start to write things off. So, you know, it's always a good time to start that LLC and then, you know, be prepared to make money. Gonna purchase the clubhouse. Let's go. Look forward to seeing you in there, Supreme. Look forward to seeing you there, bro. In the longs here on NQ, let's take a look, bro. Let's take a look. Yeah, NQ all over the place here too, man. Just all over the place. Would love an exit prayer? Absolutely. We can exit in prayer when it's time to exit. Absolutely. See you later, Pablo. Good to see you, brother. Enjoy the day, man. Hopefully, maybe you can make your way down to Florida. We have a little steak or something.
Peace, Pablo.
The life of a profitable trader, man. Ain't it great? What time is NQ Power Hour? That is 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern. Respect. Yeah, Supreme. Yeah. Any questions you have, bro, don't hesitate to ask. That's what the clubhouse is for. When you guys join the clubhouse too, you'll have full access to the course and all the webinars that we've recorded, hours and hours and hours of pre-recorded content for you guys to tap into on your spare time and just chip away at this system and speed up that process. So, you know, we're here to help. If you have any questions, please let us know. And then I would highly recommend going through the course. It's very, very, very simple course, bite-sized videos and stuff. And I think you'll get a lot out of it. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, we have a course. It's inside the clubhouse. And it's price action, basically my exact strategy. The course is sitting right here. So from candles to how to read candles to understanding the playbook to trading the trend, right? To impulse entries to higher time frame correlation and risk management, all that stuff is all in here. So yeah, and then there's also just a ton of webinars that you guys can tap into, and again, hours and hours of content. Hours upon hours. Please, charts for stream. Yeah, we could take a look. How do you prepare to be a father? You're already prepared, brother. You were meant to be one. You'll tap into your man instincts. Trust me. Well, actually, you know, some people don't, but what are we doing? Chart time? Yeah, all I know is I just know how to prepare for a bright future. And that's, you know, whatever seeds that you plant today, aka actions you take today, will be the fruit that you either enjoy or don't enjoy in the future. So, you know, prepare, right? Prepare, start doing the right things, start like having the right habits in place, get a morning routine, get an evening routine, make sure you're dialed in so that way your kids eventually could look up and be like, yo, that's my dad right there. That big jack dude, yeah, over there who makes no excuses. Yeah, the one hopping out the Ferrari, that's my dad. Right? And you want me, for me, I want my kids, you know, to look at me as their superhero, right? So that's going to be based off of the decisions I make today.
Ripped, rich, and rare.
Ripped, rich, and rare. Who's your dad? Oh, is that fat guy over there sitting on the bench doom scrolling? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
Ripped, rich, and rare.
You know? And what's sad is like a lot of parents, you know, just pass down the same crappy habits that, you know, they had growing up and, you know, expect their kid to live a different life. It's like you got to change the generational habits here, man. Yep. So just I would, if I were you, I would read about leadership. I'd get really good at being a great leader. I'd read about great leaders. I'd study great leaders. That's what I did coming up, and that all prepared me to lead you all, right? And then also, you know, my family. What are we doing here? Charts for stream, right? Charts for stream. All right. Did we post it? I don't see a new post. I think, is it the same one as yesterday or not? Any recommended books for good parenting? Yeah, what to expect. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Yeah, leadership books. John Maxwell books, John Wooden books, all that. Yeah, I would read leadership. I think there's one called the Daily Dad or the Stoic Dad or something that I heard was really good too. One of my friends reads from that one a lot, but I haven't read it yet, so it's like a daily devotional. Let me take a look at the Clubhouse chat here. Gonna stop focusing on the big moves, money moves, yeah, because eventually I always, yeah, exactly. Sometimes you don't like to settle in for a, you know, $300 win or a $400 win, but if that's all you got, you know, that's all you got in that trade. Like the other day on, yesterday, you know, I had to settle for $124. So, you know, as opposed to like these $600, $500 to $1,000 days, but you know, you got to know where to stop. So yesterday we tried, I think that was like more of like a break-even trade. I closed partials and then the rest got hit at break-even. So a lot of times, like back in the day, I'd be like, nah, I can't end the day at 120. You know, I need 1,000. And I'll go back in and mess around, and never ends well. The LLC thing with trading, yeah, I mean, look, I'm not that well versed in it, so I would hire an account. I would start an LLC, hire an accountant, do all that. Explain it again. I don't know. I'm not too sure what to explain really. I would just say start your business, start, you know, creating expenses for that business, and that way you could write them off and all that stuff. I'm not too educated in that area, so I just pay people to do that. So I don't want to give you guys misleading advice either. On one of the webinars, TK helped out. He did a night. I forgot what webinar it was, but there's a webinar in the clubhouse where half of the time we did like a technical study, and then the other half TK jumped on. TK helps me out with a lot of that stuff, so he's pretty well versed in that area. But if you guys are in the clubhouse, you can check that webinar out. Should help out a lot. July meetup, yeah, so meetup is in 30 days exactly. So we are going to kick it off July 4th with a elite dinner. So when I say elite dinner, I don't mean, all the elite traders. I know you guys are all elite traders. I'm talking about the elite members, right, of TTE. So if you've ever been a member of the elite program, that is your invitation. Anyone who's not or has not been an elite program, I'm sorry, but you are not invited to this one. So everyone else, we will meet up on the 5th and the 6th, right? But we're going to do a special private meetup for the elite members only on July 4th. So if you are an elite member, please reach out to us so that way we can put you on the guest list, and we're going to have a good time that night.
That's going to be fun, bro. I can't wait.
Everyone else will all be linking up the following day. We're
gonna have a busy week, bro.
Yeah, by the way, my last little thing on this LLC stuff and the business is you got to understand like what you're doing too. So like if you work for a prop firm, you're not filing capital gains. Like it's a lot different than if you're trading your personal capital than working with a prop firm as a subcontractor. So just make sure you got that dialed in, and make sure you're filing properly and all that. Or just don't file at all and let the good times roll. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, bro. Hopefully Trump can remove income tax and we'll all be straight.
You never know. The top one email, yeah, I think I heard that they were going to push the promo back, right? Push it back a couple days. Oh, Quant Tower? I'm not sure what this one is. Is this from Top One?
Quant Tower, nice. They added, I guess now you can use Quant Tower, and Project X, I guess.
Oh, okay. That's not the big announcement, trust me. I think they're pushing the bigger announcement back.
Imagine, bro. All right, here's the big announcement.
We have Quant Tower now.
Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, we're all trading with Project X here. What you mean? Okay.
All right. So yeah, if you guys are on Instagram, you guys can follow me here on Instagram. Keep up with my stories, a lot of my posts, a lot of good content. On this IG page here. So we try and keep the content flowing, especially on the story post and whatnot. But yeah, you guys can follow me on IG. We'll be doing more giveaways too on Instagram.
Get it, bro. Might wrap it up here.
He's wrapping it up.
10:40.
Let's take a look here. 1 second, John. All right, so we got 1 hour. So entry on the break of the 30-minute highs. Okay, 4 hour close without a top wick. This is where I closed 80%. Yeah, I mean you're just a little overextended at that point, right? So you're a little overextended. That's what we're talking about. Potentially not taking that breakout anymore, but looking to grab that onion up. So by the time you're up here, you've already moved quite a bit. So if we look at where's the nearest support, so if we're looking at an entry, now we have to say, well, where's the nearest support? So now we got to look down, 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 down. Boom. It's way down there. So what's the chances that we keep ripping from here, right, without creating at least a pullback and another support. So I think in this case scenario, you try and, you know, stay away from these buys here, right? Stay away from the buys. Maybe I could see why you would get in on the celery here, but this is just a little too overextended at that point where we're just a little far from support, and that's probably why it didn't work out. Yeah. But not a bad trade. I like if you took the celery, which I'm not too sure if you did or not, entry on the break of the 30. Yeah, I don't think you did. So I wouldn't have taken it on this candle here. So it looks like your entry was off here. So at that point, you know, you've done quite a bit. You moved up a lot. You want to see, you know, a little bit of a pullback. But you know, good idea, right? It is a breakout. It's just there's a little nuance there that doesn't line up. Quant Tower? No, I don't think that's their big. That's not the big announcement. I gave you guys the scoop on the big announcement.
They'll probably save that for Friday, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Probably like towards the end of the week. Which book do you recommend on improving mindset? There's a lot of good books. There's actually a book called Mindset, and it talks about, I actually have a picture of it down here. It talks about, you know, those who operate based off of a fixed mindset and those who operate off of a growth mindset. So if you're looking to like kind of switch your mindset up and develop a little bit of a better mindset, then it's a book called I think it's by Carol Weck. Yeah, it's a good book. I got it down here somewhere. A bunch of recommended books I actually have on my Instagram. If you guys scroll down a bit, you'll see them all here. Mindset. Mindset, right here, Mindset. So this book right here is a very good book. It's by Carol Weck or Dweck or whatever, and you know, it'll help out in all areas of life. So this was a good book. I'd recommend it. You either have a fixed mindset or you have a growth mindset, and if you're gonna, you know, do big things in life, you're gonna need a growth mindset for sure. Yeah, these are all recommended books, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything in here. All this. All that. So if you scroll back enough, you'll be able to see some of the throwback books and stuff. Gold gone? Oh, let's take a look. I think I'm about to be gone. I know John's about to be gone.
Bro. I already said peace, Gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll dip. Any last minute questions? Anyone? Let's say a quick prayer before we go. We'll pray for Magnus too here before we dip out, and then we'll get this thing cooking. Any other last minute questions? Any final thoughts, comments, concerns, anything like that I could help you out with before we dip out of here? Anything I could pray for y'all for? Anything. Let me know. Let me know. Let's do something over here. Don't forget the prayer. Lucas. Got it, brother. Got it. All right, let's do it. Let's pray, and then we'll head up out of here, all right? Mental peace for Louis G. All right, Father in heaven, Lord, we just gathered together as a community, Lord. We thank you that for where more than one is in your name, that you're there. So we thank you for your presence. Father, we just thank you for all the blessings that you've given us here today. We thank you for the spirit of victory that dwells among this community. Lord, we just give you all the glory for the growth, Lord. We thank you for breaking the chains and helping people move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset and really absorb the information here, Lord. We pray for our own Magnus here, Lord. Whatever's going on his back, we just pray that you would heal it right here, right now, Lord, instantly in this moment. We pray for a speedy recovery. I pray for my man, Louis G. Lord, I pray that you would work in his heart, work in his mind, and everyone else in this this live stream for that matter, Lord. If they're going through something, I pray that you carry them through and that they would see your footprints in the sand, Lord. So we thank you for all the valley moments that create such value in our life. We thank you that you're the God of the hills and the God of the valleys, and we just give you the glory all the way through this journey. So we thank you. We thank you for the blessing that you've given us today. I pray for the people that have come in and out of this live stream today, Lord, that you would just love on them and give them clear direction. So we thank you for it, and we just honor you here on this live stream publicly, and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all.
Amen.
Great session here. W's on the way out. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Let's say a prayer for Magnus in our spare time, and yeah, on to Asian session. So if you guys are not in the clubhouse, join the clubhouse. Come trade Asian with us tonight. And if you're not, we will see you back here tomorrow for New York sesh. Let's do it. Johnny Gems, love you, buddy. Have a great day, all right?
Chat.
I'll see you later.
Let's get it. Yes,
Chat.
sir. You have a good day. I'll talk
Love
to you.
y'all.
Peace.
We out of here. Deuces.
Peace.
Peace. Later.
On me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake. Just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you freak your face. Pull up in the church in a rave. You know what's going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You won't smoke with any.
So you buy me bae, greed and sway, lowly humble, which one lays? The demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let Christ, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strife. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like political, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no rituals. Grace of God is on continual, my boy.
I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days, I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past as a different life. These days, I don't need nobody's validation. These days, I don't need nobody's invitation. These days, I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days, I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings feelings overflow to the ceiling. It's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes make me. Drop songs when I write them, I don't wait 8 weeks. They too focus on the image now, but that ain't me. A lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense. He was this, he was that, like I changed up. Had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds these days. Everybody focus on the he say, she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as a remake. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be great. I just stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pic for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right.
You keep on running around. You keep on running around. I've had enough of these games. 100 crown.
Run around, got a lot fools. And I still got the crown like a bad tooth. I am cool, I don't gotta act cool. Just follow where I lead you, pack mule. Blowing through the budget, the cash ain't nothing. The way I flip back, straight tens from the judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably got a plunger. Word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the streets, I make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is, I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Easy, 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 easy. Word on the street is, I make it look easy. Too easy. Make it look easy, but it's not easy. Whip got wings, yeah, I feel like Ron Weasley. Live like kings, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, yeah, it was gradual, but it's diagonal, going up. Me in the capital, super compatible, got me like, Let's go. Got a hop in my step, got a bounce in my walk. Rubber bands from the check, it was more than I thought. Fresh press, squeaky clean, wide awake, what a dream. Hey there, hi, hello, what's the word, baby, tell me you know. Cause I know that the word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street, I make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is, I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Easy, 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 easy. Word on the street is, I make it look easy. Too easy.
100 crown.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox for the contracts I signed with stylists. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me. And when they see me, they just dab me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a C, still a C, fill up, blow up the numbers. And I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an oh so great. Stay paid by the boatload. Don't go chasing the wave, I'm a rowboat. Blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no, I got the bag, I'm back to just double it. I'm about to pop the top, I've been bubbling. They want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They tryna plot my drop, they been huddling. Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox for the contracts I signed with stylists. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, it's the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh, I never rest. Where you never catch the seagull in a nest, I invest my time in a booth, I find a piece, I used to piece the boom in my mind. My ex knows this, let me expose it. She left cause she don't wanna be with an explosive. Man, I'm just
feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox for the contracts I signed with stylists. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.
Hey, Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. Everything I am, you gave me the strength to do. Hey, Lord, I lift my hands. Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. This is my response for making me brand new. Hey, Lord, I
can feel your presence, putting all your peace in me. Lord, I can feel revival, breaking all the captives free. And though it sounds crazy, man, I used to hate me till I met somebody who told me how he made me, how he died to save me. And if you want the same thing, all you gotta do is just say, Lord, I lift my hands, I give all the praise to you. Yeah, yeah, everything I am, you gave me the strength to do. Yeah, Lord, I lift my hands, I give all the praise to you. This is my response for making me brand new. And I can't help it, I'm just being real. I just walk up to the mic and tell y'all how I feel. Y'all think I'm religious, I'm just trying to eat a meal. But I don't live on bread alone, you hear it in my zip. Down bad, but you got me better. G-O-D, that's the best 3 letters. Where you got me moving, I'ma need Rosetta. Keep your head up. Hey, Lord, I lift my hands, I give all the praise to you. Everything I am, you gave me the strength to do.